There's a strange feeling in the General Hospital fandom today, and longtime viewers know exactly what that usually means. The tension didn't start with a promo. It started with a silence. On a quiet Tuesday morning, longtime General Hospital fans logged on to their usual corners of the internet, message boards, group chats, social feeds, expecting the familiar rhythm of spoilers, speculation, and sass. Instead, there was a strange pause. No leaked photos, no teasing captions from the cast, no reassuring interviews hinting that everything will make sense. Just silence. And in the world of General Hospital, silence is never good. For over 60 years, Port Charles has survived mob wars, secret twins, miraculous resurrections, and more memory losses than fans can count. The audience is loyal, battle-tested, and emotionally resilient. They've forgiven storylines that went nowhere and characters who came back from the dead with a slightly different face. But lately, something feels different. Fans aren't just excited or curious, they're nervous. It started with the stories themselves. Familiar characters began acting like strangers. Motivations felt murky. Conversations ended too abruptly, as if someone had cut a scene too short. Beloved relationships that had taken years to build suddenly felt fragile, hanging by a single misunderstanding or an unexplained look across the room. Viewers noticed. They always do. "Why does it feel like everyone's about to lose something?" one fan posted. Another replied, "Because we are." The tension didn't start with one specific character. It's broader than that. It's the sense that the show is standing at a crossroads, and no one knows which path the writers are about to take. Some worry it's the calm before a devastating storm, a major death, an irreversible betrayal, or a storyline that will permanently alter the canvas of Port Charles. Others fear something more subtle, but just as painful, the quiet fading of legacy. Longtime characters sidelined, histories rewritten, emotional payoffs sacrificed for shock value. For a soap opera, change is inevitable, but General Hospital isn't just a show, it's a shared memory. Many fans didn't simply start watching it, they grew up with it. They watched with parents, grandparents, sometimes children of their own. Port Charles has been a constant companion through real-life heartbreaks, celebrations, and ordinary afternoons. That's why the nervousness cuts so deep. When a character pauses just a little too long before answering a question, fans read meaning into it. When the camera lingers on a photograph, a wedding ring, or an empty hospital bed, speculation explodes. Every detail feels loaded, like a warning sign flashing just out of focus. And then there are the rumors. Whispers of cast changes, contract negotiations, creative shifts behind the scenes. Fans don't always know what's true, but uncertainty breeds imagination, and imagination in Port Charles often leads straight to tragedy. One fan described it perfectly. "Watching General Hospital right now feels like waiting for a doctor to walk into the room with test results. You don't know what they're going to say, but you know your life might change when they do." The show itself seems aware of the tension. Music swells a little heavier, cliffhangers linger a little longer, characters speak about fate, consequences, and choices more than usual. Even the hospital, normally a place of healing, feels ominous, its corridors echoing with secrets. And yet, despite the nerves, fans keep watching. That's the paradox of General Hospital. The same uncertainty that causes anxiety is what keeps viewers glued to the screen. Hope and dread exist side by side. For every fear that a character might fall, there's a quiet belief that love, loyalty, or redemption might still win. Some fans even admit that the nervousness is part of the magic. One longtime viewer wrote, "If I wasn't scared, it wouldn't feel like General Hospital." Because Port Charles has always been a place where happiness is earned, not guaranteed, where joy comes with scars, where survival, emotional or otherwise, means facing the worst and choosing to keep going. Still, the questions linger. Who is about to lose everything? Which secret is finally going to explode? And will the fallout bring fans together or push them away? No one knows yet, not for sure. All fans can do is watch, speculate, argue, hope, and brace themselves for whatever comes next. Because when General Hospital decides to change direction, it rarely does so quietly. The silence will break. The storm will come.